What's up, everybody? This is Brian.
And I'm Logan. And this is Tops.
Sup.
And this is Bottoms. Sup.
Whoa.
And we're Crush Cards! Hello, my magnificent Monday angels. How are you today?
So as promised, we are going to be doing a zombie combo tutorial video. We're going to walk through the deck, walk through some of the changes that we've made over the last couple weeks. We're also just going to kind of showcase what the deck can do with certain hands, playing through interruption, playing first, playing second, all that fun stuff. This is one of my favorite decks. It's obviously not the best deck of the format. Without a ban list for the last like 6 months now, it feels like. There's so many decks in the metagame right now that are just absolutely incredibly strong. Every deck seems like it's at full power at this moment. So that being said, this is still a really fun rogue option. It can compete, but disclaimer, it's not a tier 1 deck, but it is one of our favorite decks. And it's just like the deck that I feel like I'm known for the most.
And we know that people really enjoy these combo tutorial videos and test hand videos, but we do want to change it up a bit in the very near future with other decks. So we will plan on changing this format style of video into a more test duel so you can see actual interaction, because we do want to do that. We know you guys do say that in the comments. We just aren't for this one in particular, but we are going to be doing a control zombie video and plenty of other deck profiles in the future, so we will be switching this up. So this is not going to be forever, but we will be showing off test duels very soon.
And that being said, let us know in the comment section down below which decks you guys want to see test duels for.
But we see you, we hear you. I promise we are working on making it a little more interactive to show it off for you guys.
That being said, if y'all are not already a subscriber, feel free to go down and hit the subscribe button, throw this video a like, and comment down below what you think of this deck.
We also have an Instagram. It's at CrushCardsYGO. We're on there all the time, answering messages, posting posts, posting stories, pretty much everything we do in our lives. It's Instagram. We also have a super wholesome Discord community. It's wonderful. It's absolutely great. We Photoshop Tops and all the siblings onto things. It's a really good time. I love our Discord. And then last but not least, if you want to further support the channel like the magnificent angel you are, we have a Patreon. There are lots of different tiers and many different options for you to choose from. The bloopers for last month just went up, which are really cool, and you only have to be a member to see them. You don't have to do anything. So please consider checking it out. It'll help the channel a lot, and you'll be supporting us directly. But if not, that's okay. We're just super happy you're here.
That being said, let's not waste any time and let's just get straight into the video. So before we get into the combo video, I do just want to disclaimer first that we did make a few small changes to this deck. If you're interested in what every single one of these cards does, we will link the video for the profile right here.
Amazing.
And you can go click that. We give a full-on description of what every single card does. But if you guys have noticed throughout the course of this video thus far, Unizombie is the top card, not Solitaire. So that being said, we are still obviously playing triple copies of the best starter in the deck, which is triple Unizombie. We have bumped up Gozuki, our good secondary starter boy, to 3. We are still playing the triple copies of Necroworld Banshee, as it is incredible, and then the 3 copies of Mizuki. And then to round out for our zombie engine, we are still playing the 1 Glow Up Bloom and then the 2 copies of Doom King. So then moving off into extenders, we are still playing the 1 Snake, the 1 Jackalope, the 1 Moth, and then the 1 Nessie. Now keep in mind, this is a 42 card deck. That being said, the last deck was 42, and I actually had a lot of success with it. So I figured 42 is not the worst thing in the world. Whoa, hi, it's me, Brian from the future. In editing and also in testing this deck all night long, I opened up Gozuki in literally 2 and 3 ofs all night. 42 is incorrect. Go to 41, play Gozuki at 2. You're welcome. Love ya. Let's get back to the video. But moving off into the card in which we cut for Solitaire, we were playing triple copies of super rare Jester Confit. So just so you guys know, Jester Confit is a dark level 1 monster that says you can special summon himself from your hand. That's it. It's just a dark monster that special summons itself. And the reason that we cut Solitaire, being a fire and Ashbait, was because with the Confit, we can still play triple Caligo Clawcrow and special summon monsters for free. Still on the triple copies of Parallel Exceed, the triple Cockle-Doodle-Doo, and then double Crusadia Arborea. And then to round it out, we are playing still the 1 Jet Synchron because it's ridiculous. Triple copies of Zombie World, the 1 Foolish, the 1 Reborn, and then the triple copies of Infinite Impermanence. This is the 42 card list. These are the small changes that we have made. They are still extremely strong. The extra deck is exactly the same. So once again, if you guys want to see that, the video and the profile is already on the channel. Let's get directly into some test hands. Okay, so while we shuffle, obviously as we say in every video, we like to give give a detailed representation of what the deck does, which is why we like to do test hands in every deck, so that you guys know that we're not like rigging anything or just like here's a 2-card combo that you're going to open 0.3% of the time. But that being said, before we get on with a test hand, if you guys like this mat or the mat in which you saw previously a couple seconds ago,
nice and cloth.
Both mats are down in the description box down below. The previous one was PAL Manga mats, and this one is Imperium. We have a discount code for both, and they are all in the description box down below. So if y'all are interested in any of that, feel free to check out the links down there.
Also, our playmat drops Friday, and we're streaming on Thursday night to lead up to it, so be sure to join us. Melffy Tops playmat, Crush Cards exclusive, limited edition.
All right, that being said, I think we have a decent shuffle here.
Yeah.
If not, that stinks. We'll give this to our opponent.
Yeah, and I'm playing God with the dice, so
Oh, God.
don't you worry.
No pun intended. All right, so we are going to want to go first because that's what this deck does. Don't worry, we will show going second hands. So that being said, all real players play their deck up here. So we're going to draw 5.
Guess I'm not real.
A Jester, a Cock-a-Doodle-Doo, a Calico Claw, and a Pet. Whoa! Wow. Yo, this is insane.
Well, that was kind of questionable until the Foolish.
This hand, I mean, even without the Foolish, it's still really good. Like, the Foolish made this hand God hand. Okay, so...
2-0 broken. Ugh.
Yeah, we're gonna just start by special summoning the Cock-a-Doodle-Doo
Amazing.
from our hand because we
zombies.
control nothing. And then we are going to attempt to activate Foolish Burial.
Is it gonna resolve? Let's play the game.
So
All right.
1 through 3, yes, it goes through, and then 4 through 6, it's a no.
Sure.
5. Okay, so no Zombie World. Still fine. Watch what we can do with this hand anyways. We're gonna special summon the Jester Confit. And then we are going to, because we control a dark monster, special summon the Calico Clawcrow. So
Oh my God.
just want to showcase, I know we have this in the hand, which is like really, really nutty
You
too.
have 3 bodies on board
I know,
for nothing.
and that's what I really, really like about this deck is because now we don't have to worry about a ton of interruption from our opponent, right? And we have this really cool thing called chain blocking, which we will explain because a ton of people asked for that in the comment section of the previous video. So these are all special summons from the hand just because. So like your opponent can't Ash these, they can't Veiler these, they can't Imperm these. So you already have 3 free bodies on the field and you basically ate an Ash already, which is totally cool. So here we are gonna do a Link of Summon. So we'll special Needle Fiber, oh, here, we'll slide him down here with my little son.
Oh, soup.
And then, so how this works, for everyone who asks about the chain blocking, Parallel Exceed says, if you Link Summon, semicolon, you can special summon this card from your hand to a Link Zone. And then Fiber says that if you Link Summon, you can special summon a monster. So both of which meet the same exact activation requirements. So when you summon, you can organize your chains, seeing as how they activate at the same time. You can choose which card you want to activate first. So on summon, this will activate as Chain Link 1, and then this will activate as Chain Link 2 in your hand, special summoning to an arrow. Therefore, your opponent can only respond to Chain Link 2. So Needle Fiber is free to resolve. So even though we don't have access to Zombie World, you do not have any cards in hand for the Jet. You are going to draw 1, but you do want to have the Bloom access just so you can like add the Doom King to your hand. Therefore, when you go into your Nightmare Unicorn play, you could still get it in the graveyard for follow-up turns anyways. So that being said, on a separate chain, Parallel Exceed will attempt to activate.
So we're playing this out as if it is game 1. Obviously, this is not sided as games 2 and 3 would be. So we're not expecting our opponent to have a Nibiru because not a lot of people are maining Nibiru. It's definitely a side card more heavily. So we're not playing through Nibiru right now. For games 2 and 3, we will show that, but this is game 1.
Yeah, I mean, so that being said, we will just continue off. Parallel Exceed will activate. We can summon the second Parallel Exceed, and then that being said, we can just continue to play free. Our opponent already ashed us, and I really don't think, in all honesty, like, if we can just be completely transparent, no good player is going to Imperm or Veiler Parallel Exceed. So, like, you're always almost guaranteed to get this.
Yeah,
and if
hit the Needle Fiber.
I mean, if they don't too, like, if they hit it, like, cool. Like, you're playing a bad player, you automatically win. So, that being said, we are going to continue to Link Summon. Into our IP Masquerena, we can now link our Needle Fiber.
Oh boy. Linky boy. Boop.
Into our beautiful Link Cross, and then we can get 2 Link tokens.
Wow.
Shout out to Cardboard Gaming, by the way. If you like these, feel free. Links are in the description box down below, along with all the discount codes. Now, we'll Synchro Summon here. Into our Formula Synchron. Formula Synchron will now activate, drawing us a card. Wow, that's unfortunate because now, oh man, that stinks. Oh well, whatever. I guess we can Synchro Summon again. Into our Martial Metal Marcher. Marcher will then again activate, getting us the Bloom once again. Now you do have tons of options here. You can go for a 4 material Appaloosa plus the IP, or like, I know it's not like the greatest board in the world, seeing as how you got Ash for the Zombie World, which like is a realistic thing. Most people will Ash the Gall for Zombie World. Like that is the correct play. But like, so what? Now you sit on 1 interruption here because you have a unicorn with a spin for Doom King, so you don't even have to banish the Bloom to get it. And then you have 3 defense bodies. Like you at least ensure your opponent is not going to kill you for this turn. But we do have one more play because Parallel Exceed was special summoned off of its own effect. It is a 4, and oh my god, this is a level 3 tuner. Woo!
Oh snap.
So we can summon our Dawn Dragster, and that being said, we at least have 2 forms of interruption. Plus, if we want, we have options here because the IP can become a 3 material Appaloosa to negate 3 monsters, or we can go into a unicorn and still spin a card. So we wind up with at least 3 interruptions without Zombie World. 1's a monster, 1 is a spell trap, or if we decide to go into Appaloosa, it's 3 monsters and a spell trap, plus a Doom King in hand, and then if we top deck for turn, it would be another interruption. So once again, this is kind of like a long game sort of thing, but it doesn't matter. Like you at least stopped your opponent, and if you're able to, you can still make access code for a follow-up, especially if you go into your Nightmare Unicorn play to just kill your opponent next turn. So for not opening Zombie World, for playing through Ash on the best and most important hit on the deck, you still didn't open up the worst board. Let's try to do a few more. Alright, so we are going to showcase another going first hand, maybe even a few more. We are just going to shuffle real quick just to showcase that these are actually being randomized and not stacked. And then our opponent over here.
Stacking's no fun.
Here you go. You want to cut for me?
Bomb.
Woo! We are going to attempt to go first, and we'll see. Gozuki, great starter card. Jet, whoa, that's really good. Imperm. Nessie, and whoa!
Wow. That's pretty fun.
That's really, really good. All right, so how should we play this hand out? Because we have a ton of interaction here. We will go, we'll just activate this first and foremost because that's like the best card in the deck. We don't want to lose the Gozuki off of the Nessie, so we will normal summon the Gozuki over here, and we're going to attempt to activate the effect. Now, the really cool part about this is even if it gets stopped, we can still make fiber and go for free, so.
Okay, 1 through 3 it does not resolve. 4 through 6 Gozuki resolves. Amazing!
Woo!
We get to play today.
We're gonna send a Mizuki to our graveyard.
We love him.
Gozuki's little brother or big brother or whatever he is.
I like to think he's the big brother.
Yeah, we're gonna set this over here because we don't want to lose it, and then we're gonna attempt to activate the Nessie.
Oh boy, Jet, you ready to go to Shadow Realm? And by that I mean come back to the field.
So we'll say 1 through 3,
Oh.
4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. So
Bye,
I get
Jet.
to hit the Jet. So Nessie will summon,
I got excited.
and we'll draw a card. Oh, wow, it's a dead card. Perfect. It doesn't matter because you know why?
The deck is whole dead anyway.
Woo! We can activate the Jet in our graveyard, special summon it by sending the Cockle-Doodle-Doo, and oh my god, we have a tuner. So we are going to link summon obviously into everybody's favorite can of soup. That being said, we are going to use these two because you want Gozuki to stay on field in case you draw something off the Formula Synchron. You can then banish any other card and then extend even further. So we are going to have to banish our Jet Synchron.
Into Campbell's Chicken Noodle.
And we're going to special summon our Noodle Fuber. We're going to attempt to activate Needle Fiber's effect.
Oh, okay. Man, that ash is burning a hole in your hand, isn't it? All right.
It's fire.
1 through 3. Ha ha! 1 through 3, it resolves. 4 through 6, Noodle gets the ash forehead because no feet. He resolves! Yay!
Woo! Cool. Oh, here, you can have your dice back.
Thank you.
So we'll get everybody's favorite little flower, because, you know, Bulb's banned, so Bloom's the second best thing. Woo! Just kidding. It's the best card. So once again, there are tons of lines of play here. We can just go for like our stereotypical play, or we can link these into the Trisbania, get the 3 tokens, go for free, play the whole thing. Now, once again, playing around Nibiru is a really, really easy thing to do in this deck, which is why Nibiru is a bad card, because every decent deck can play around it, but who the heck are we? We have a Mizuki in our graveyard, and we have the Bloom, so no matter what happens, even when they give us the token, we can still banish Mizuki, special summon the Bloom, no matter what happens, where it is, get it back, link that and the token away into IP, and then this will trigger getting you a Doom King. So you still get IP and Doom King, which is 3 interruptions through Nibiru. Nibiru is not the biggest threat like everyone thinks it is. So we did showcase this combo before, but we will do it one more time. We are going to link 3 into our Trisbania, and it's literally just fodder, so we're going to burn it off, into our Link Cross, and then Link Cross will activate because Trisbania was used. We'll get 3 beautiful little link tokens.
God.
Now we can link, again, same play, a 2 and a 1 into our formula, and because Bloom is not a mandatory, we're gonna put our banished cards over here. because Bloom is not a mandatory effect. You do not have to activate it. You can always choose to activate it later. So Formula will activate, drawing us one. Oh my god, it's a second Imperm.
Wow.
That's pretty ridiculous.
Good luck having fun with that.
So now we're just going to synchro again into our Martial Metal Marcher. Marcher will then activate, getting back the Bloom. We can sync these two into a Herald. Poor Jet. Jet's all like blinded. We're just gonna, y'all know Jet's banished. The light is just casting a terrible shadow on my buddy. Here he is. That's fine. Over here. What? You know it's Jet. He's banished.
Did you know Jet's banished? In case you were sure he's banished.
And then of course we have multiple routes again. We can Mizuki back something so that we can go even further and get an IP and a Vampire Sucker, or we can just link these two into Vampire Sucker, get a Doom King, Vampire Sucker, and this with 2 draws. It really is up to you. How about we roll for it? Are we gonna Mizuki back now, or are we gonna Mizuki later? You choose, opponent.
Oh boy. 1 through 3 now, 4 through 6 later.
Perfect. That's a
now.
3. So now, okay, so the play would be banish our buddy Mizuki, grab back literally anything, doesn't matter, and then you link these two into IP, and then because Bloom was sent to the graveyard, you have the option to choose to activate the effect, which you now will do. So you'll banish the Bloom.
Oh, look at Jet has all these friends now. You got Bloom and Mizuki.
Getting you a Doom King from your deck to your side of the field.
Woo! 2 negates, let's go.
Woo!
Or
And then
interruption, sorry.
obviously we'll link again into a Vampire Sucker. So now we have 1 interruption, a spin, and then on our opponent's turn, oh, we also have an Imperm hand, which is, by the way, not hard once per turn. So we're gonna set double Imperm. I know, I like to play with my graveyard spread out, don't judge me.
Yeah, but what about the Mech Knights? You're
Yeah.
not playing, you got 2 Imperm set, all these the Mech Knights are weeping.
They're not gonna be able to play anyway. So standby phase, this will special summon, and then we will draw 1 more card off of Vampire Sucker. Wow and a half. So how we can play this out, once again, if you guys did not see the other video, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then technically this is a floodgate, and this is also a floodgate, so 5, 6 interruptions, 7, 8 interruptions. Like, pretty nasty, man. Pretty nasty. And then once again, the reason that I choose to end on the Herald and the IP is because both of them can activate whenever you want, so you can chain your Doom King as Zombie World is live. Oh, just hit this cards. Woo! Zombie World is live on the field. That being said, you can trigger Doom King to banish any problematic card on your own timing. You don't have to wait for your opponent to activate an effect. And then, I mean, we drew Foolish, which is, like, pretty busted. So, that being said, you have tons of options again. Like, you have Unicorn, which doesn't really matter because, like, even though you have to discard the Foolish Burial, like, you're access coding for game next turn. So, it's, like, it doesn't really matter. But then, I mean, like, if you choose not to, you can go into a 2-material Appaloosa, depending on your opponent. And you also have 2 set Imperms. So,
wow.
I mean, like, this is a really hard board to break. Even if they, like, Dark Ruler no more you, which is, like, what everyone in the world says, like, oh, it's a combo deck, Dark Ruler. Okay, cool. You still got 2 interruptions in your back row. So really fun, really strong deck. Once again, it's a rogue deck, not a meta deck, but for what this deck does it super consistently not through interruptions, whatever. It's just, I don't know, I really like this deck. I think it's super fun.
And you've also got a floodgate with Zombie World, which
Yeah,
basically
and
turns everything
Herald
to zombies. So, like, yeah, it's fine.
All right, so we are going to shuffle one more time and showcase exactly what this deck can do. Going first, once we do one of these, we'll give it to our opponent to cut, and we'll see what we get.
After this, we'll do some going second hands. So be sure to stick around for those.
All right, we'll see. Banshee. Wow, that's pretty nice. Jester. Wow, I love this guy. He's so fun. Zombie World. Okay, and then... Ooh, a Bloom. That's actually really good. So we are going to do our favorite play, which is called Bait the Ash. So we are going to activate the Foolish. Opponent, is this going to resolve?
Let's do evens. It resolves. Odds. It does not.
It does.
Resolves.
Wow.
Mazel tov.
We'll send everybody's favorite friend, Mizuki. Wow.
My favorite friend.
Aw, you cute.
I meant to be with.
Wow. Okay. And then we can normal summon the Bloom, and then, oh my god, Jester Confidence effects, special summon from hand. And then we can just activate the Zombie World, and we have a tuner, really crazy, not a brick, and then we can just link into our Needle Fiber.
Alright, will the soup resolve? Can we eat the soup? 1 through 3, yes. 4 through 6, nah. Amazing. It resolves. I love soup.
So we're going to do something a little different here, friends. We're going to special summon Unizombie because he's a level 3 tuner. His effects are negated, but that's only while he's on the field. So guess what we're going to do, everybody? So we're going to do our favorite burner play, and we're going to link 3. And then we'll special summon Trisbania, link, into our Link Cross, and then Link Cross will activate, getting us 3 beautiful Link tokens. Now, I bet some of you guys are probably scratching your head thinking, What the heck? This makes no sense. You have 3 link tokens which you can't use because of link cross, stating that you can't use them the turn that they are summoned. Watch this. We're going to banish our buddy Mizuki, grab back Unizombie. Isn't that awesome? Guess what? He came back from the graveyard. Therefore, the needle fiber stipulations no longer apply. So we are going to activate the Unizombie effect targeting this token, increasing its level, making it a level 2. Now we will send another Mizuki from our deck to our graveyard. We could do a cute one of these, shuffle real quick, and then we can activate the second Mizuki, banishing to special summon our Bloom. So now we can Synchro Summon again into our Formula Synchron, and then Formula Synchron will activate, drawing us 1 card. Wow, that's annoying. Okay, so we have to play a little bit of math right here, but what we are going to do is we are going to sync a 2 and our 1 into our Martial Metal Marcher, and then Marcher will activate, grabbing the Bloom back from our graveyard. Always make sure that you keep this zone open, just in case anything does happen. You want to have a free link zone. We can then activate Unizombie again, increasing the level to 3, and then we can discard our Banshee. All right, this is where it gets really, really nutty. So this is a 3. This is a 3. Holy Lord.
Oh boy. Oh, I smell Olivier.
Oh, there he is. A cute little ulti. We can activate the effect. Oh! Detach a material, special summon Mizuki from our banished pile. So, just so you know, setup-wise, right? We have a Mizuki to be live in grave. This is Doom King. This is a level 3 and a level 1. Oh my god, where does that
4.
go? And then we have a Banshee in our graveyard, just in case our opponent has some sort of spell trap removal. Maybe this is game 2, maybe it's game 3, we don't know. We're not showing our side deck. Unless you're on Patreon, then you get to see the whole thing coming up tomorrow. So what we can do here is we can link summon again, grabbing us an IP Masquerena.
So pretty.
And then we can go a 1 tuner and a 3 token into our Herald of the Arclight, and then Bloom did hit the grave, so it will trigger now.
Woohoo! Bye, bud.
Special summoning Doom King directly from our deck.
Oh, 2 interruptions feels so nice.
And then now we can do our favorite, link a 1 and 2.
Oh my god. Oh, hey girl.
Into our Vampire Sucker, which is great because now, remember that Mizuki we put back in our graveyard? Where is he?
God.
Oh, we can activate that again because it's not a hard once per turn.
Golly.
Super busted. Oh, that's a super secret rare. Oh. Grabbing back our Formula Synchron, and because Zombie World is live, it will trigger Sucker to draw us a Parallel Exceed, which we can't really use right now, but that's fine. And then we will pass to our opponent on their standby phase. Oh my god.
Big Boss Daddy's gonna come.
He's stuck. There he is.
Hide.
This guy will come out. Perfect, cute little man's. Triggering Vampire Sucker, drawing a 3rd card. Wow, look at that. Wow, we have like 18 Zombie Worlds between our graveyard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Get rid of Zombie World. Okay, guess what? We're still gonna play.
Yeah, so what I really, really enjoy about this specific deck is because now we have 1 interruption plus a floodgate with Herald. IP can become Unicorn or Appaloosa, or, I mean, access code if you really want to, like, flex on your opponent. This is a dead card, which is cool because it is 2, and this is 2, so you can make Appaloosa or access code, as we just said, and then this allows you to quick sync on your opponent's turn into your Sun Saga, popping up to 3 cards. We have Zombie World and Doom King, everybody's favorite boss monster ever printed out of the structure deck. Best thing in the world is 2 interruptions that recurs himself, unlike Conductor, who gets banished when you chain Doom King's effect, because that's one of a banish a card whenever the heck you want. This, this, and this all trigger as quick effects, therefore you can trigger your Doom King whenever you want. So it does not matter if your opponent activates effects, it really doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with anything. So really, really good, really, really strong if you want to play this hand out. What we could do, first thing I would do is wait to see what they're playing if it's game 1 and see if it is graveyard reliant. If it is, we keep the Herald on board because this shuts off their graveyard. So sometimes this is strong enough just to shut an entire deck down. But let's say it's not, so we can use our first interruption, getting rid of the Herald to stop 1 thing. So we're gonna start counting now. So that's 1 cute little interruption. We could go, let's say they normal summon and they activate the effect. We'll say no with Doom King. That's 2. Let's say they have another monster like
something that can special summon or
yeah,
whatever.
something cute. I don't know. Oh, I don't think so. We're gonna go whoop IP into Unicorn. Unicorn will then activate, giving you your 3rd. So you can go for the Parallel Exceed, but in my personal opinion, like, you don't really need it. So you're just gonna Parallel Exceed, discard for cost, and then this will spin another card back. You can also, if you want, trigger the Doom King as your 4th interruption to the Unicorn or to the IP, whatever, being 4, banishing any monster on the field or in the graveyard. And then if that's not enough, we can activate the Formula Synchron, quick syncing on our opponent's turn, into the Shiranui Sun Saga. Sun Saga will then activate. We can send back 1, 2, and 3 zombie synchros, because Zombie World, popping an additional 3 cards on the field, giving us 7 interruptions. And then if you really want to count Zombie World as like a floodgate, that's 8 interruptions in 1 turn. 2 cards in hand still, both of which are Zombie World, which is pretty great. And even if your opponent outs the Zombie World to like try to get these 3 cards in the graveyard to not be zombies, you already have a Banshee that you can chain still to put a brand new Zombie World on field, ensuring that it is always going to be live. So even if they had anything else, like that's 8 interruptions. So like we'll draw for turn. I don't think they have anything else.
Jesus.
Wow, you literally don't. Okay, we'll have fun. So before we activate this, we'll stand by.
Bam.
Cute. Wow. Now we have 2 interruptions on field again. Unlike Conductor, who's banished when you change it. You know, you guys know the deal.
He's not gonna let it go, team.
Well, yeah, because it's a better card. We'll activate Arborea, special summoning to Unicorn's Arrow. We'll just normal summon our favorite friend Necroworld Banshee as our 1800 beat stick. That's 1, 2, 3. 4 summons. You're dead. Activate targeting the Unicorn. Chain Doom King to banish. Bye, Conductor. Have a great day.
Why do they have 18 conductors? What is this dino player? I swear we love dinosaurs.
We do, yeah, we really do like dinosaurs.
Right.
But let's just have fun. So when we chain, that's 9 interruptions because, you know, Doom King can chain. And then we have access code effect. We'll pop a dark. 10. Access code effect. Light. Oh man, that's 11. Not that you really need it. And then access code effect.
Wow.
That's a Wowda. That's 12 interruptions in 2 turns. Plus you have a negate with Doom King still. That's a whole nother dice, friends. We don't have enough room. Battle phase. 53.
Oh man.
35.
You're dead already.
18 for your dead.
I mean,
woo!
okay.
Look at, oh my god. Let's do it going second hand though, because this is going first. Let's just show what this deck can do. It's really fun.
Wow.
Going second, let's make it happen.
There's a lot of passion here. Alright, we're gonna do 2 going second hands now to show you guys what happens when this deck loses the die roll, and it's gonna be rough.
It's 50-50 shot,
We'll
y'all.
probably roll and see how many interruptions our opponent has. It's gonna be a doozy.
So there we go.
Don't forget, we're gonna be changing the format of these combo tutorials in the future, so if you're wondering why this is like we're rolling dice, we will be changing this soon, so be sure to come back for a different combo tutorial. We're gonna switch it up.
Going second, we'll draw, oh my god, 6 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then our 6th card for turn. Oh my god,
Alright.
this is gross.
So we've got to figure out how many interruptions the opponent has. So what we're going to do, because obviously everyone is setting up freaking Zexal or 87 Adamancipator negate boards, you know, the shtick. Obviously this deck is not tier 0 or tier 1. So again, disclaimer, this deck can only do so much, but we're still going to roll a 6-sided dice to see how many interruptions our opponent allegedly has going first, and we're going to try to play through it and be realistic with these expectations. So here we go.
2.
2.
Oh, that's disgusting.
They opened garbage apparently.
lost.
We're
Or
gonna do more than 1 test hand, so if we're going second, so don't worry, these 2 interruptions will maybe seem easy, but you know what,
Yeah.
you gotta start somewhere, and some people need to learn how to kind of go second with the deck, so here we go.
So we are going to do our favorite thing, special summon the Cockaboo-Doo because we can, and then we are going to activate the Jester. Jester will special summon as well.
I'm gonna put the 2 there so you guys know.
That's adorable. Do you know what that is, friends? That's a normal summon of Banshee. So we already have 3 monsters on board, all of which our opponent can't even respond to. So like, this is really, really threatening regardless, because this is an instant Needle Fiber, or it's an instant Unicorn. We still have 3 cards in hand. One's a special, one's another special. Really, really disgusting. So what we're gonna do here, because we wanna get Zombie World, is we are going to link to baiting a negate by going into our favorite can of soup. We're gonna activate Needle Fiber. This is the card that you stop. Like, we're not even gonna roll for it. They're gonna stop this card.
They're going to stop the Needle Fiber. Obviously, like, come on. Okay, so 1 down.
1 down. Super perfect. You know what else we're gonna do? Special summon Arborea from our hand.
Sick.
So now we have a few options. As always, like we say all the time, you can go Arborea as a level 3 and the 1, which just happens to be a really, really good hand and really good math, which is why we love Arborea. You can make a Herald here and literally just bait that last negate, or you can make Unicorn bait the negate. It doesn't really matter. We would love to see our good old buddy Doom King in the graveyard. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to get rid of as many pieces as possible, try to draw some cards, and activate our snake.
1 through 3 Doom King, 4 through 6 Snakey.
Wow.
Bye, Doom King.
That's even better. So they're going to now see that we have a Doom King in our graveyard, a Banshee, also really, really disgusting that we have a Banshee. This will special summon, and then we'll draw a card. That's disgusting. Oh, that's really, really funny. So we did make a little mistake by normal summoning the Banshee, but we didn't know that we were going to draw the Unizombie. So we do still have access. This could have been a free body, but it's not like the biggest deal in the world. So we want to bait as many negates as possible. So we are going to just link these two into a 3, which is our good old buddy Nightmare Unicorn. Activate Unicorn's effect, discarding the Unizombie for cost, baiting that last negate. Now we have free reign as we can link 2 into our IP Masquerena, and now because we have a 2 and a 3, or like a 1 and a 3, you can go into access code, target the Unicorn, which can't be responded to, so we'll give him a nice little 3. And then we have a Dark in our graveyard, so we can just banish the IP, pop 1 card, banish the Fiber, pop 2 cards, and then of course we can just banish the Banshee to activate Zombie World directly from our deck. Now obviously we can't kill our opponent, but we can do 5,300 damage for sure. We popped 2 cards and we broke through 2 negates. So now that Zombie World is live, we have an indestructible access code due to IP. We will standby phase, get 2 interruptions on their turn, and realistically, I mean, like, this is probably hard to play through,
yeah,
and this can't be destroyed because of IP, which is why we went to IP. You can go into the Herald, but then, I mean, like, you'd have to use the Herald, so, like, it's kind of, like, not free real estate. Just make the best choices you can. So this is going to be your end board. You, unfortunately, don't have any cards in hand, but you have 2 interruptions and a 5,300 beat stick that cannot be destroyed by card effects. And then, of course, whatever they do, you have the 2 interruptions off of Doom King. Hopefully that's enough to get you to your next turn. You will draw for turn. That's disgusting. You can now, because this is a separate turn, this is technically what, turn 4, you can activate access code again, banishing a Dark, popping another card. You can chain Doom King to banish whatever you want. I mean, you could normal Gozuki,
like,
activate.
They're pretty dead by this point.
Go into attack, and like that's game. So like
the thing is, if you can break their board, like if you can go second and you can break their board, Zombies does really well in like a grind game because Doom King just comes back every standby, so they have to deal with 2 interruptions every standby unless they can stop it. So Zombies is really good at a grind game.
And then that also being said, like, let's just pretend this is game 1. If you have Dark Ruler in your side deck and you see that, you can just shut off their entire board, not have to worry about the 2 negates, wipe their whole board, set up 3-4 negates, and then just wait for their turn to pass because that's what they're going to do, and then go kill them on the following turn. So, like, realistically, sided, unsided, the deck doesn't do terrible going second.
So that was playing through a board that established 2 interruptions or negates or whatever, which is, you know, pathetically easy to do in modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! But for those of you who are kind of looking for more of a tutorial for going second and what to really do, that was a really good showing, but we'll show you one more going second test hand.
Alright, we'll shuffle one more time. This will be the last test hand. So before we draw, thank you guys so much for just hanging out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're already not subscribed. And yeah, let us know in the comment section what you think of this deck, what you would change, or if you just like combo or control. I think combo is just a lot better, which is why we choose to play it. As you saw, it just broke through like 2 interruptions and killed our opponent. It can set up multiple negates, and it doesn't rely on hard drawing Rivalry and Zombie World. So I don't know, like, control's not bad, but I just think combo has a higher ceiling. So that being said, this is the last test hand. We will be going second because we lost the dice roll. And opponent, you want to cut for us so we can see what we can get?
And don't forget, in future combo tutorial videos, we will actually be doing like test duels, so stick around for that too.
Woo, we're gonna go and see a starter card. That's really great. That's 2 cards. Another starter card.
Oh, geez.
Parallel. That's really good. Infinite. And then we'll see a Jackalope for our 5th card, and then drawing for turn. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Okay, so whatever the biggest problem on the field is, it's going to need an Imperm. So either they have the stop for this or they don't. Regardless, you got rid of a negate or you got rid of a problem on the field. So that's 1 interruption down. Obviously, Unizombie is the best normal summon in this situation because you can normal summon the Unizombie over here because they may have an Anima. So we don't want to get sucked up by that. This is the best part. This is why I love Unizombie. You can activate Unizombi's effect to discard a card and they can negate it. That's 2 interruptions because of impermanence. Now you can activate to Foolish Burial. That's 3 interruptions already out of the way, doesn't matter. So we'll just activate the Jackalope in our hand now. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
Reroll.
Gotta reroll. 5.
Another
Let's try
reroll.
again.
1. Bye, Uni.
Bye, Uni.
So we will get ourselves a beautiful little Jackalope and then we'll draw a card. Oh, that's a heck of a freaking top deck, my friends. We can just link summon here into the Needle Fiber, and then once again, as we said in the very first test hand, we can chain block with the Parallel Exceed. So this will be Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. So this will always resolve because of the parallel. You'll get yourself a Bloom, and then we'll shuffle, and then we'll say that we're gonna attempt to Parallel Exceed. I know that we did say that most bad players will stop the Parallel Exceed, but we've already played through 3 interruptions, and this is already a Link 4 right here. Our opponent doesn't know that we have Zombie World in hand, so let's just say because they don't want us to get there, that they are going to stop the Parallel Exceed summon. So that's 4 interruptions. That's typically what like most meta decks set up. So now that we've played through 4 interruptions, we are going to link again into our Unicorn. We can activate the Unicorn's effect, discarding the Gozuki for cost, spinning back any other problematic monster. And now we'll activate everyone's favorite field spell, link for 4 here into our access code. Access code will target the Unicorn as Chain Link 1, and then Bloom will activate as Chain Link 2 to banish. Special summoning the Doom King, and then of course we can have so much fun. Now that we've baited 4 negates, we can activate access code, which our opponent cannot respond to, and we can pop at least 2 cards on the field. If they have anything else on the field, we can chain Doom King to banish a 3rd. So let's just say we cleared 3 cards off our opponent's field, played through 4 negates, and then we're gonna hit in for 53 and then game with 28.
Oh, snap.
This deck, unsighted, just played through 4 interruptions, popped 3 cards, and killed your opponent in 1 turn.
Absolutely whack.
Yeah.
I personally I think this is such a good rogue deck. Obviously, again, not tier 0 or tier 1, so it's gonna depend on the duel. But this is really cool seeing what it can do, playing through 4 hypothetical, interruptions.
Yeah, and like that's why I like Unizombie being a tuner and a starter and a dark monster.
Just
Like
nuts.
he just does everything. Like this is the best card in the
Such
entire
a
deck.
good
Yeah,
boy.
he's super great. And he's got a cousin named Tops. Look at him. Aren't they adorable?
Oh yeah.
Oh!
I designed that
Super
Center.
cute.
If you
Wow.
want it to come back someday, let me know.
Yeah, let us know in the comment section down below. But that is it for this test hand video, combo tutorial kind of thing. We did 5 test hands, going first, going second, playing through interruption, breaking boards, setting up boards, and just doing everything that this deck does. We hope that it was a really, really good showcase of what this deck is capable of doing, going first and going second.
But it's a super versatile deck, and for a rogue deck, this deck is so strong. It's kind of absolutely nutty sometimes. But if you'd like to see this in a sort of next deck duel video, we haven't done those in about 6 months. So let us know in the comments. There's a lot of stuff we're working on, so don't worry. We really are working on some new stuff to make these a little more realistic. But let us know in the comments below. We really enjoyed doing these for you guys. And we will be doing a control zombie deck very soon, along with plenty of other decks, because Rise is releasing this week, and we got a lot going on. So stick around, team. It's going to be a wild few weeks here. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you had fun. We always have a lot of fun doing this kind of thing with you guys. And we hope it was a lovely start to your week. But we love you. You matter. We'll see you tomorrow, team. And have a great Monday, my little spooky sweeties. Whoa. Bye, guys. Have a great day. We love you. Have a great week. Get your Rise of the Duelist AS.